Yo, what's going on, people? King Rich is back again with another video. Yeah, big up to everybody that supports the channel. Yeah, in recent time, Deontay Wilder has come out on a little podcast, and he's basically detailed his negative experience dating his ex-girlfriend, who happened to be a single mother, right? For those who don't know, or anybody that's been living under a rock, Deontay Wilder is a world famous heavyweight boxer. He's been a champion, you know, and this is a guy that has managed to amass a lot of money and fame and etc. etc. And he was dating a particular woman, and yeah, it seems that he was humiliated and embarrassed on different levels, right? So I think that this is a very important story to cover, because the idea that, you know, maybe dating a single mother is probably not the best option for the majority of men, especially if you are a guy who doesn't have children yourself. I think it is a very clear example right here, and it illustrates the possible problems you will face, potential risks you face dating a single mother, especially if you're someone who's high profile and who has a lot to lose. So let's jump into this reaction right now. Remember, as always, to like the video. Don't forget to do that. All right. All right, here. So we are on the Cigar Talk YouTube channel, and Deontay Wilder is here with the host. So let's see what they had to say.
My kid's mother. You know what I'm saying? That my ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
What? Oh, over $400,000 from me. She killed one of my childs because she couldn't get child support in the state that she was in. That had a cap on it, so she wanted to move to California.
Oh,
see, that's
man.
where all the girls go.
That's
to.
what, yeah, California
because
got
them
the
lawyers
laws
out there
that-
waiting on them, and the laws is a woman is innocent until proven guilty, and a man is guilty until proven innocent. Good luck. And don't have no money because they're gonna extort you.
Yeah.
You understand me? Judges and lawyers knowing each other and all that, and I'm telling you, know, and these times, motherfuckers freaking out here. They probably having sex with each other and shit and coming on and hitting your case down. You know what I mean? I done been through so much, bro. And to go through that and to have somebody that you done taken care of for years, a person, she was a person that lost her job she'd tell everybody she was a CPA, but you was a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. That's the lowest of the low in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And like, I had to jump in there. That's crazy, because it illustrates the idea of a man being high value, a man amassing a lot of money and resources, etc., and then him still dating a woman who really doesn't have much to offer. You know, on the other hand, women usually date with hypergamy in mind. Not all of them, but most of them do. And they want to date a man who's probably got more money than they do, who has a higher status, etc., etc., who has a lot more to offer. A lot of women will want to date a man who is far above their own station in life, whereas men will happily date a woman who is lower than themselves. But as long as the woman is cooperative and attractive, men don't mind. Yeah, and that is a straight up huge difference between men and women and our dating preferences, right? But as you've heard already, Deontay Wilder has basically made it clear that his ex-girlfriend stole $400,000 from him. $400,000, bro. That's nearly $500,000. This guy was the heavyweight champion of the world, bro. Like, this guy was not getting that money easy. He wasn't getting that money just sitting in an office somewhere in a cubicle typing in a computer. No, this is blood. This is his blood money. Yeah, because every time you step in the ring, there's a danger of getting seriously injured. You might even lose your life. And then this woman, who was just a basic nurse, who already had a child from another man, came into his life and then stole $400,000. By his account, $400,000 from him. This is scary, bro. And every guy needs to take this on board. and stop being brainwashed by this simp society, which basically tries to encourage men to take on the burden of another man's child, or take on the burden of a woman who is potentially a huge liability to your life and your resources and everything you've worked for. I think this is very, very serious, and I find it very interesting that you don't really hear women holding other women accountable for these kind of behaviors. I haven't seen one reaction video from any woman who is basically speaking out on what this woman's potentially done to this man, when all this man has done is look after her. It's crazy. Like, this man literally changed her life and the life of children that wasn't even his.
But you want to tell people you certain things because you want to look a certain part that you really not. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job as that. You can't even wipe ass right. You done lost your job wiping somebody's ass because you ain't wipe it right. He still stink. You know what I'm saying? And now you lose your job, you finna become homeless, and you got 2 people you taking care of. So I end up getting her and moving her with me. And not, you know what I'm saying? And helped her out and all that stuff. And this is how you repay me? I took the role of being your son father, not just a daddy, but a father. I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? I scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit up. And you know, my kids are amazing. They're my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing. You ain't even my son for real. You know what I mean?
Wow. Damn. That has to take it.
Listen, at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder, you made a very huge error mistake. First of all, you was already doing enough by taking in the son, right? I would always want to ask the question, where is the biological father at? Why is he not looking after his own child? Big up to BLDB for the super chat. It says, it's never about what can you do for me. It's about what have you done for me lately when it comes to the modern age. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, this guy was giving, and it just seems like this woman was taking, and then it wasn't enough. She had to steal nearly $500,000 from him. That's mad. And it's even as deep as, bro, he put her and her son in his will. So if he leaves this planet and passes away, they are going to be good. This is not money that they are owed. This is just he's basically just looking out for them, and it's not enough. It's crazy, bro. Like, guys, you need to be careful who you're coupling up with. This time in history is not a time where you can just give benefit of the doubt business, bro. Like, one of my old boss, my old security boss, old white man, he told me the one piece of advice that always stuck in my head. He said, don't never tell a woman how much money you make. Always keep your finances separate from your love life. Very, very important. It's crazy.
I put her in my wheel as well too. You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead now.
Yeah, man.
I hope that still ain't.
One time the son said, you ain't my daddy. Now that's one thing you don't say to a man that ain't your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got
right. I done fed you, took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I put you on my wheel. Bro, when he did that, bro, I ran to my lawyer to try to get that, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was finna have a heart attack. Seriously.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, bro, you aren't his dad. And this is the fact. And this is why, me personally, I could never date a woman that has children. Because you're taking on a lot of responsibility of another man's child. And at the end of the day, blood is thicker than water, bro. A lot of times, people grow up, they don't know their biological father, but when they grow up, they still want to go and seek them out and find them. Why? Because blood is thicker than water, bro. And I've heard this in real life. Like, I've got a mate of mine, old dude, and he told me this story a long time ago. Like, he taken on board the responsibility of another man's children because he got married to some woman, and you know, at times, you know, you're trying to discipline children that are not yours, and they will turn around and say, "You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do." Bro, like, me personally, I don't want to ever be in that situation. I don't want to be in that position. I'm sorry, because what the child is saying is actually true. Like, you're not biologically their child, and they don't actually have to listen to you. And it's sad because just like what Deontay is saying is like, you know, he changed these people's lives, bro. Like, he gave this son a different life, a life that he would never have seen otherwise, a life that his biological father was not offering. Like, where is your real dad then? He's not your dad, so where is your dad? And what's he at? What's he doing? What's he doing for you? Your stepdaddy in Deontay Wilder was the heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, bro, like, I think that should have garnered a lot of respect, but obviously it didn't. And to me, that leads me to believe that the mother probably did not respect Deontay Wilder either. That's why the son didn't. This is crazy, bro. This is absolutely wild.
So I'd have been through a lot, bro.
It sounds like a lot to just be the guy.
It
right?
is.
Like, if you the heavyweight champion, you're the guy and all of this. It's crazy because I wrote this the other day on my Twitter. I said we as boxing fans owe Deontay Wilder more respect. And I say that because you was the last great American heavyweight.
Facts.
Like, the guy that we could say as U.S., like, this is our guy.
You know what I'm saying?
It was you. And after you, it ain't been...
And now,
yeah, because it's the time of Usyk, bruv, European, bruv. Yeah, and even though a lot of people will say Deontay Wilder is not really a good boxer, he was just somebody that throws bombs and knockouts and stuff like that. Like, at the end of the day, he was putting in work. And as somebody who has done a lot of boxing training, I've stepped in the ring, I've had bouts and stuff like that. Like, boxing is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing at all. It's something that you need to respect. You need to respect anyone that does get in the ring because, bruh, like, everybody can't do it, bro. I'm sorry. Everybody can't do it. Everybody's not built like that. So for him to even get to the point, to get to that elite level, I think that his stepson should have showed him more respect. And the woman he was with, this single mother, should have shown him enough respect that the son would know to follow suit. But obviously that was lacking. He put them in his will. And the boy turned around and said, "You're not my daddy, bro." That's crazy. That is wild, bro. Like, but there's more. So we got this Instagram post which came out 2 days ago, and obviously the caption says, Deontay Wilder says he put his ex and her son in his multi-million-dollar will, only for the son to tell him, "You ain't my daddy." Bro, think about how that would make you feel. Men, all you men watching. Think about all these women, they say they want a man to protect and provide. Yeah, you need to be a real man. A real man does all of these things. A real man will be ready to take on the responsibility of a single mother. He will come in, step in, yeah, and look after another man's child. That's a real man. Yeah. And here we got Deontay Wilder, heavyweight champion of the world, taking on the responsibility of a single mother who was working as a basic nurse. Basic. Yeah. And then basically moved her into his house with the child, changed their lives, showed them a completely new level of quality of life. Yeah. And this is how he gets repaid. So let's read the caption. Deontay Wilder says he was heartbroken after he put his ex Telly Swift and her son in his multi-million-dollar will, only for the son to tell him, "You ain't my daddy." It's crazy work. Let's see what the comments said. Someone said a long time ago that baby mums are just for fun. It's crazy, bro. And this is the thing. Like, honestly, I think Deontay Wilder may have already had children. In fact, I'm sure he already had children before hooking up with this woman. But Deontay Wilder, you're not just a regular guy. You're like a very high profile, successful personality, bro. Like bruh, like you don't need to be hooking up with a single mother. I don't care what she looks like, bro. You don't need to do that. And what I've noticed is a lot of these so-called celebrities and pro athletes, they're always prone to falling into these stupid situations with these 304s, bro. Like, that's the only way I can really put it. They always end up getting duped by 304s. Sad. And I've got another video that's going to even reinforce this idea. But anyway, let me just see what else other people had to say. Someone said, "Can't lie, that you ain't my daddy line would make me not even want to mess with nobody with kids." Oh, absolutely not. And this is what I'm saying, like, bro, like, as a man, if you deal with a woman with kids, that's a lot of responsibility. And you don't really get much back for all that responsibility you're taking on board. You're looking after, you're taking on the woman and her child, bro, and every other headache that comes with that. Is it really a good option? Like, for me, it's absolutely not gonna happen. Like, it's not happening, bro. Just don't have to do it. And listen, I just think that guys these days, especially black guys, we keep getting told that that's what a real man does. Especially black guys are told that you need to be open to dating a single mother. Don't single mothers deserve love too? Yeah, sure. But like, at the end of the day, like, life, listen, there's gonna be repercussions for your actions in life. If you are a woman and you just go and have kids with any old, I don't know, Chad or Tyrone, or, you know, some loser guy or whatever, yeah, you recklessly go out and just start having babies and you're not married, you're just out there. I mean, you don't, like, at the end of the day, you may not be equally yoked with the type of guy that you want to be with later on in life. Because that guy may want more for himself. He might want to start his own legacy, his own family. You know, he doesn't want the issues of another man being the biological father. He doesn't want the issues of maybe this child one day is going to turn around and say, "You're not my dad." That's crazy, fam. It's crazy. Anyway. Well, someone said, "Moral of the story, gentlemen, create your own lineage." Exactly. Create your own lineage. And I say to guys, listen, at the end of the day, if you create kids with somebody, look after those kids. Try to make that family work and look after your own children, bro. Don't leave your children out in the world fending for themselves in survival mode. I think that's very evil. Men that do that are very evil, in my opinion. Yeah? So, like, don't get it twisted. It's not the men that are creating these problems. I'm not siding with them. I'm not, you know, I'm not on their side at all. I'm the product of a single parent household. I know how tough it is as a child coming from that kind of household. Do you get what I'm saying? But all you guys out there, you know, don't start simping for some chick. Oh yeah, because she's got a nice face or a nice body, but then she's got the added, you know, she got the added situation of having children when you don't have children yourself. I just don't think that's fair on yourself, bro. Like, you got to think seriously. Because the thing is, a lot of these single mothers are very, very attractive. Press 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Especially in our communities. Right? If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Especially in our community. A lot of these single mothers are very attractive. Great body. They got the back. They got the chest. They got the face. They got the right amount of thickness, bro. Yes. Yeah, that extra weight that they put on through pregnancy has gone to the right places, the hips, the glutes, the cleavage. Yeah. But guess what? It's not as just as simple as you're now you got this girl as your girlfriend. It's not as simple as that, because if you start getting serious, bro, it's a package deal. And that's it. That's it, bro. See, if you know you don't want that kind of life, then you might want to just, bro, listen, guys, how many times you've been on a dating app? You've been on Hinge or whatever it is, and then you see the girl, that the exact type of girl that you want, like on looks. You see her, bro. And then you scroll along on the little profile thing and it says have children, bro. You've got to press X, bro. You've got to close that, fam, because that's just, I mean, some guys, they don't mind. I mean, if you're a guy that doesn't mind, but bro, then you might end up like Deontay Wilder, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that this whole like system, or this whole kind of culture of like baby mama culture, it needs to be kind of like, it needs to be shown to younger women as something you need to avoid at all costs. You need to avoid becoming a single mother at all costs, because your life is not going to be easy, bro. All right? You are not going to be Sierra and end up with a Russell Wilson at the end after you've been sleeping with guys like Future your whole prime years. That is an anomaly. That is unrealistic for the majority of women, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. It's just, I'm just being honest. Like, someone in the comment wrote, I don't see not one female in these comments laughing faces. This is what I'm saying, and I'm going to like that. This is what I said. Women don't hold other women accountable, bro. They don't. They don't hold other women accountable. It's just kryptonite. Accountability is kryptonite. They don't. Not one comment, bro. In fact, they don't even stay to look. They will see that, oh, it's a woman doing something wrong. All right, let me just move on. They just X out of that and move on. This is why guys need to back each other up. Guys need to be united in thought, in how we conduct ourselves out in the world, how we interact with women. You need to stop simping, bro. Just because somebody's got a pretty face and a nice body doesn't mean that they're a good person. Doesn't mean they're good for you. Doesn't mean they have good intentions. Doesn't even mean they like you. Even if they sleep with you, it doesn't mean they like you, bro. It's crazy. So let's move on to this. Oh, hold on. So this comes from the AQ YouTube channel. Yeah, so this is following on from Deontay Wilder getting with this woman and then the son just disrespecting him. Anyway.
Deontay Wilder. This man is a lover boy. You could tell who a man is just by the way he moves, just by the way he conducts himself. He's trying to look cute with his girl. And that tells me he is an emotional man. Here's the thing. There are some men out there who work hard just to bag a pretty woman. That's what their life is based on. I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna be good at this, or I'm gonna be good at that, so I can make a lot of money, so I could attract a pretty woman. And I made it. But the sad reality is, fellas, your money can't save you. Your money is only gonna make you delusional, because you will start thinking that that woman is into you for who you are, and she's just into your money. She's
facts. And I've said this so many times. That's why I keep telling you guys, like, all these dudes on YouTube that are just like, get money, get money, get money, which is not a bad thing. Obviously, you need finances to survive and live, and money is a tool. But if you're trying to attract women and you're just saying, oh, I'm going to get money because, oh, I know that I can get women now. Bro, what kind of women are you going to start attracting now, bro? Like, think about it. If these women would never have looked at you, they would never have touched you, or they would never have given you the time of day. But now because you've got expendable income, they're sniffing around you. Bro, those women do not like you. Those women are gold diggers. And what have I said about gold diggers? Gold diggers are evil. All right? Gold diggers don't have no heart. That's why this woman here, she stole $400,000 from this guy who looked after her and changed her life and changed the life of her child, bro. Because she didn't have no heart, bro. She didn't care. It's nothing. The man put her and her son in his will. It wasn't enough. And also, I'm going to go into the things that she claims he did to her. Because it wasn't just that she took money and all of that and the son disrespecting him. No, she's out there because she's got a new man already. Like, literally a little while after, she went and got a new man. Hold on, let me get rid of you, man. Hold on 1 second. That's crazy, bro. Like, so crazy. So crazy that you could do so much for somebody, yeah. And like, hold on. Yeah. And it's still 400K from them. That's crazy. But anyway, I want to get into, there's a part in the video where some guy is actually talking about this Deontay Wilder's ex. All right. Let's get into it.
You ain't trying to hear that shit.
Now, what was going on with you and Wilder? I didn't see y'all back and forth.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
So, I mean, listen, one thing about me is, man, I am one of the realest you ever gonna meet. And I don't pop unless I believe in it. But, you know, and I told him I wasn't gonna talk about it no more, but I just go quick scam about it.
Just quick.
You know, DJ Self from New York is like, you know, like a big bro. Now, I'm always in the strip club with him. You know, that's how I met most of my girlfriends in the strip club. You know? That lifestyle is retarded, but you know, he's addicted to it. So anyway, you know, I'm always hanging out with DJ Self, and you know, we go to a club one night, we all hanging out in VIP, and Shorty and another girl was there. That time her name, I know her as Telly. She was working as like a MD in Jersey, little small apartment, humble girl, pretty, but you know, I did some homework on her. She was used to date some ball player in LA from the Clippers and blah blah blah. So now she in Jersey hanging out. Hang out a few times, you know, had some fun, you know. Hang out a few times, you know, had some fun.
You see why they had to repeat that bit. He hung out with this woman a few times, I had some fun, and he did some homework on this woman Telly, Deontay Wilder's ex, and found out that she's basically one of those women that she wants to date basketball players and pro athletes and probably rappers and any other guy that has money, bro. That's what it is. You know, typical.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I was getting ready for a fight for kickboxing in Vegas. So we kind of disconnected. So I hit her up and we talked. And she said, yo, I met somebody. And she sent me the pictures. Motherfuckers got matching tattoos, LO and VE on her hand or some shit like that. And I was kind of quick. I'm like, hey, congratulations, you met some rapper.
God bless you.
She said, laughing like, you know, rapper. I said, all right, no problem. But I ain't paying no mind.
I'm like,
I'm not giving her no problem. Next thing I know, Deontay, her take it. I said, oh, how the fuck y'all met? I took it to our first boxing match in the casino out in New York.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, this is fucking hilarious. So anyway, she would like put a little funny shit up, I like it, not really paying no mind. So this is July 4th, Independence Day. I think it's like, I don't know, 2015
15, 16, Deontay calls me like, yo,
Called you.
you know, I'm dealing with Telly now.
Okay.
He just won the belt. So every year he just won the belt from Stavern. It's a few months after that.
Okay,
And he's
Stavern,
like-
okay.
And he was like,
Oh, so once he became heavyweight champion of the world, now she started dating this guy. How convenient. How convenient. This woman's a gold digger, bro. Yeah. She jumps from one pro athlete to another. Yeah. Just from one basketball player, NFL player, boxer. She just jumps from them, one to the other. And then now Deontay Wilder's turn. But now he's thinking that he's got a girlfriend. He think he's got something serious. He's just become the heavyweight champion of the world.
yo, you know, I'm talking to Telly now. I said, that's what's up. You know, we gonna do the thing. What you mean, bro? I love her. I said, bro, that ain't the one.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, and I'm like, yo, you the heavyweight champ now, bro. You can have any chick you want. That ain't it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Country, but
Yeah.
I guess you never seen no fine pussy like that. So he
Yeah,
wiped it up. dope
open
quick.
that nose up, put them nostrils up in the air.
You know, so I'm like,
Again, and this is what it comes down to. If now you've become something and now women that never gave you the time of day now start sniffing around you, they don't like you. They are there to use you. They are leeches. They are gold diggers. They don't have no heart. A lot of these things, a lot of these women who are above 8 out of 10, they are 8 and above out of 10. Most of them are monetized, bro. Most of these women are monetized. The women that are 6s and 7s, they're chasing after Chads and Tyrones prolifically. Then the women that are 8s, 9s, and 10s, they are monetized. They are going for money, bro. They want money. They want their looks to bring them financial gain, whether it be they're just selling box straight up or they're only dealing with ballers, pro athletes, entertainers, etc., etc. So this is not, to me, this is not very shocking or surprising or anything, bro. Like, this is how the world is now. By all of this, looking at Instagram Explore page, thinking you're gonna get some one of these girls. That's, bro, it's delusion, bro. I'm just being honest, it's delusion, bro. Like, for most of you guys out there, getting a woman that's a 5 out of 10 is probably the best option for you. Let's keep it real. And I know some of you guys, no, I'm gonna get more than that. I'm gonna get a woman that's at least an 8. I only mess with girls that are 8s. Yeah, you mess with girls that are 8s, but where are they now, bruv? And I'll be real, bruv, I've had some bad bees as well, but guess what? They're monetized, bruv. They're monetized. That's it. Like, Deontay Wilder made the mistake because he become the heavyweight champion of the world. He was knocking out everyone. He's got fame now. He's got money now. And now this light-skinned telly from the telly now wants to come and be next to him in pictures and on videos, walking around and giving him the box. And he thinks he's got something serious when she's been throwing box to other pro athletes. Sad.
I ain't it, bro. I'm like, just be careful. And it's so funny, 'cause I ran into a couple of his cousins a few months after that in the Barkley, and a lot of his family didn't even get along with Shorty. And I said, bro, Deontay gonna be open for rude awakening sooner or later.
For sure.
You guys, you about to get got.
Always remember, one man's 2-year relationship is another man's one-night stand.
When a man is a sucker for love, he becomes delusional. So the last thing he wants to hear is the truth. This man was just trying to look out for him. Like, yo, don't do it. I was just having fun with her. I never had to wife her up or treat her special. I only showed her a fun time. That's not wifey, brother. But Deontay was so in love that he got it tatted and he got a prego in a short space of time.
Them the most attractive women in the world. The ones that know, that's confident within themselves all the way around, especially know how to protect themselves. Women.
Y'all heard that, woman? Start boxing.
Women.
You know, it's just always guys that this is why a lot of these guys that are celebrities, rappers, pro athletes, these guys, YouTubers, a lot of these guys, and they try to talk about women and their experience with women. Most of them are simps, cuz. All right? that they're saying all this stuff. A lot of times they go against guys like me who say the reality of you know, dating women these days. They were saying all this stuff, kissing backside, you know, just simping, bro. Like, and it's not until their lives get turned upside down and ruined that's when they realize, oh yeah, oh well, actually women are not all sugar and spice and all things nice. Then they realize what the real life is talking about. Silly, bro. Deontay Wilder, bruv. So yeah, this article right here is gonna outline the things that she said about Deontay Wilder. That's him and her right there when everything was still going good. So and that's her with her new man, bro. Cause she got a new man, bro. Yeah, this guy here, that's her new man, bruv. Yeah. Literally, a little while after she left Deontay, she got a new man, bro. So let's read it. NFL star spotted loved up with Deontay Wilder's ex-fiancée months after she accused boxer of DV. Oh, God. Deontay Wilder's ex-fiancée, Telly Swift, appears to have found love again after being spotted in LA with Rams safety John Johnson III. Again, this woman has a very extreme preference for pro athletes. For anyone who doesn't know, the Rams is an NFL team. So this is another pro athlete who probably makes quite a little bit of money. And of course, she's there. She's there. Telly, who spent close to a decade with heavyweight boxer Deontay before saying that he did some domestics last year, has been holding hands with Johnson as they left court in downtown LA amid the legal battle with her ex. It is unclear when their romance began. Wow. Everybody listen to that. It is unclear when their romance began, bro. This woman never liked Deontay Wilder in the first place, bro. And remember what Deontay said. She moved to LA, to California, because the laws are more in favor of women. The laws in the West Coast are there to really destroy men, bro. If you have any kind of legal battle with a woman in California, you are cooked. You're cooked, fam. You're cooked. And that's why she's there. And this guy, John Johnson III, Ram safety, he's another simp as well. He's an idiot. Because this is the thing I've noticed with women, and this is my experience. If a woman does something horrible, you know, dirty to one guy, she will do it to you as well. If a woman cheated on her last boyfriend, or maybe she cheated with you, and now you become boyfriend and girlfriend with her, guess what? She's going to cheat on you as well. If a woman used her last boyfriend for money and resources and then left him, she's probably going to use you for your money and resources and leave you. It's a very simple equation. Quick maths. Anyway, 6 months later, she successfully took out a restraining order against Wilder, whom she claims abused her on multiple occasions over a 6-year period starting in 2018. This is the thing I don't understand. If this guy was doing bad and evil things, why didn't you just leave? Why wouldn't you just leave? Because to me, it sounds like I don't know. We don't know the facts, innit? We don't know the facts. I don't know the facts, but I would hazard a guess that you probably was having fights with this guy, but you didn't want to leave because there was more reward for you staying than you leaving. And it wasn't until you got to California where you realized that you can leave this guy and then you can accuse him of things and get a large cash payout, bro. That's what I think happened, fam. The former WBC heavyweight champion was subsequently ordered to remain at least 100 yards away from his ex-fiancée and the 6-year-old daughter they share. Wow, so he's got a restraining order. He's not allowed to be near his own daughter with this woman. So Deontay had a child with this woman as well. In her application for the restraining order, Swift accused Wilder of choking her at least 5 times since 2018. She also claimed that he spat on her numerous occasions and even nearly suffocated her when he shoved her face into a pillow in a fit of rage. Why didn't you just leave this guy? Why didn't you just leave this guy, bro? Now she's with this guy here, who's probably more closer to her natural type, the type of guy that she's actually attracted to. Crazy. So I'm saying, man, you don't really know what they're on, bro. Like, you don't really know, fam. And people keep saying it in the chat. People keep mentioning Kai Cenat and how his girlfriend basically dumped him and he was all... I'm going to do a video about that as well. Don't worry. Because these stories that keep popping up very consistently. A lot now, like... A lot of these women are cashing in their chips. They've had enough of pretending to like the guy they're with because the guy's got money and clout. Now they want to move on. They want to live their movie. Yeah. She also alleged that in mid-April, he gained access to her laptop without her consent and sent disturbing messages to her personal and professional contacts. I bet he did, yeah, because I bet you had some very interesting correspondence with these personal and professional contacts. Swift also said that Wilder constantly ridiculed and threatened her while demanding that she had sexual intercourse with him 3 times a day. On April 15th, the American fighter allegedly threw her out of their Atlanta residence despite being in the midst of recovery from a recent invasive surgery. So who was having the surgery? Was it Deontay or you? Because it sounds like she was in the midst of having a recent invasive surgery. It sounds like, what, was it a BBL? Because you look like you've probably got a BBL, to be honest. Swift got engaged to Wilder back in 2018, 3 years after the relationship began, and revealed last year that she had been living in their LA residence since getting the boot in Atlanta. She brought her daughter along with her, but claimed he had been spying on them through the home surveillance system. Swift added that she was afraid of Wilder getting violent with her again when he made his way back to the LA home following his brutal knockout against Zilal Zhang in Saudi Arabia last year. I believe Deontay is capable of being physically violent. Big up BLD for another super chat. It says, nah, it's popular to do public humiliation rituals on men in the media nowadays. Clout's a hell of a drug. Yeah, bro. Like, this is pure humiliation, for real. And look how this woman is, bro. Like, look at her. She's just living her best life, bro. She don't... Bruh, let me tell you from experience, first hand, bro. This ain't theories, bro. The same woman you've been sleeping with that's told you she loves you and all of this stuff, yeah? Bro, they can throw you under the bus, bro. And when they throw you under the bus, they are not going to give a crap. They're going to move on quick as hell. And they're going to be living their life. They're not going to lose any sleep. And they don't care how much pain they're putting you through. Heartless, bro. Look at this thing. This man changed your life. You was just a regular nurse wiping people's backsides. He changed your life, changed your residence, changed your social circles. And this is what you're doing. Now you're saying all of this stuff. Which, you know, it could be true. It could be true. But then, if it is true, why did you stay there for so long? like, why would you stay there for so long? If he was so terrible, why would you stay there for so long? Because really and truly, you could have, bro, you could have left and you would have had a very good case. Anyway, yeah, this is just. This is just, yeah. Bruv. Be careful, bro. Be careful. Look at this guy. This guy thinks he's won the jackpot, bruv. A lot of these guys, a lot of normal guys, not even just this guy, a lot of guys in general think they've won the jackpot. You got a nice looking girl. Yeah, nice looking, bruv. Yeah. She's sucking your meat. She's going up and down your meat, bouncing on top of you. Yeah, not knowing that this girl's got an exit plan. She got a game plan. She don't like you, fam. It's dark, bro. It's dark. Dark. Anyway, you lot, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, man. Let me know what you think about it, because I just think that this is crazy, bro. I had to do this live stream. I just had to do this live stream, bro. Nah, I needed this to be out there. I needed to get this done because this is very, very important. Yeah, a lot of guys, you need to vet the person that you're dealing with. You need to think about it logically. Does this person actually care about me? Is this person someone that would have cared if I didn't have obvious substantial value to their life? Like, would they have given me the time of day? Or is this somebody who's a gold digger that is heartless and evil that is probably going to use me? Like, you need to just be very, very honest to yourselves about these things, man, because, bro, you'll end up getting your name dragged through the mud, you know, getting accused of all kinds of things, be going court, can't even see your own kid, the person steal a bag of money from you, you know, you're looking after somebody else's kid, the kid doesn't even respect you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, bruh, then you find out the woman's been throwing box to all these other people before she met you, and like, oh my God, bro. Then come to find out, literally 2 weeks later, she's with somebody else after she was with you. Bruv, it's dark out here, bro. It's dark. But anyway, you lot, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Obviously, more videos as always. You know, we just keep the ball rolling, man. We're rolling into 2026, man, and we ain't stopping, man. Do you get what I'm saying? So everybody like the video, leave a comment, all that good stuff. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe right now. I'm the realest guy out here doing this thing. I live what I speak, bruv. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I live what I speak. Receipts, yeah? Done know. I'm out of it. Peace.